Good morning, good morning, good morning. So here we are again, right back at it, right? So you see the question, and I'm asking a very honest question. Who really controls the image of black men, right? Because as you can clearly see in the image that I've provided directly for you, this is a video directly from Sexy Red, and this is from her IG. She stated that me at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why I have an odor from down below. Now, somebody has to tell me who controls this image, right? If a black woman is at the doctor and she is in the area, she has a room and she's waiting and she's going through some type of, discomfort, discharge, smell, or everything, a whole combination. And then they decide, or that person decides, that they want to post this directly on social media. Are we going to blame the men of the world for the reason that this black woman is posting this? Are we going to blame white men for the reason that she's posting this? Are we going to blame black men for the reason that she is posting this? Again, or are we going to blame social media in general? Again, I'm trying to figure out of the three, right? Is it the internet? Is it social media's fault? Is it the white man's fault? Is it the black man's fault? Or maybe as a fourth option, maybe it's all of them, right? I'm just trying to, really figure this out because I can't seem to actually get a grasp. And, seemingly enough, anytime that things like this, showcase, come up, it inevitably ends up being the blame of at least one of the three answers I gave directly to you guys. But not only that, I just also want to reiterate how dangerous this type of post or thing is as well. So the exact same black woman that you are able to see, Sexy Red, who is a artist, who is influential, who has a lot of women, especially black women and young black women, listening to her music. It states, Sexy Red dubs herself the raw dog queen and states that she doesn't use condoms, right? And also in another post from somebody of the exact same camp, who is, I guess, a street baby, stated an Instagram user shared a photo of themselves sitting on the ground outside of a hospital ambulance bay. Written on the ground in dollar bills in front of him was, quote, "I want the STD." He tagged the rapper in the caption, writing, "At Sexy Red, I don't care." Sexy Red responded, quote, "It's gone now. I done took the meds." Does anybody not see a problem with this? And I want people to also understand this as well. You have people from the exact same mentality, right? The exact same workings, deciding to, in a sense, communicate. One of which really wants to make a connection because it doesn't matter, quote unquote, what it is that she got. He just wants to sit up there and say that, yo, I was with, Sexy Red. It was like, yo, this is the experience that I had, right? It's that type of thing. And this is why I simply state to a lot of people that certain types of people and music feed on a certain type of energy. It can tap into certain types of things, and you are able to see that, right? So no matter what Sexy Red is able to do, no matter how she goes out and parades herself, there will always be a person out there that will try to seek her attention or her validation, right? In order to bring themselves up, right? And it's all within that exact same circle. But the dangerous part is that you have, again, younger girls listening to somebody such as a Sexy Red and thinking that the lifestyle that she leads is a safe one. I hear quite often how a lot of people like to state that, oh, you have a lot of these black men out here, STDs to black women, and because of them, this is why the reason of the rate of STDs is so up, when it deals with black women and yada, yada, yada. But yet, again, I just want to reiterate, a lot of women like to say, my body, my choice. So let's say that you do have, right, fields upon fields, hundreds of billions of black men out here, right, with STDs. But a black woman decides that she does not want to wear a condom. And then not only that, she also decides that she is also famous and she has money. So she's able to, have her words carry some weight. So not only is she going to live this type of life, but she's also going to tell this to other women. Because not only did Sexy Red state a lot of these things, she also stated this on a woman's platform amongst other women. And they were A-OK. Nobody really tried to say anything against it. They were just, hey, it is what it is. You out there living life, YOLO. And I'm like, wow, this is just so irresponsible. I could have sworn it was the job of women, especially older women, to look out for the younger women and to make sure that they are educated, to make sure that they are safe. But that's not what I'm seeing when I look at social media, when I look at these platforms. That's not what I'm seeing when I listen to female rap artists talk about the amount of bodies or the amount of guys that they decided to sleep with unprotected, and they inevitably end up pregnant multiple times or catching STDs multiple times, and then celebrate that like that's a positive type of deal. So again, I'm just trying to figure out at the end of the day, for situations like this, who is specifically going to have the blame placed directly on them. Sexy Red stated, quote, "They act like this not going on in the world. I had chlamydia before twice. This is what happened. Me and my guy was together. We broke up because he was cheating on me. Then I went and did me and he did him. And then we missed each other, came back together. We both was like, what is that smell? And we went to the doctor together. And yup, we still don't know who did it." And again, it's crazy to me how it is that you have a lot of black women and a lot of younger black women that are the main majority of her fan base. And they, in a sense, look up, idolize, want to meet, want to be next to, want to be in the same light as a person such as this. And yeah, like I said, I'm at a loss for words. I really don't know what to, in a sense, tell people. A lot of people don't want to protect themselves from things that are detrimental. So, it is what it is at the end of the day when it deals with that, I guess. So that just brings us to this. These are some random stats that I looked at, and I felt that this is a good time to just bring these things up, right? It says, who is at greater risk for STDs? About half of these infections are in people between the ages of 15 and 24. Young people are at greater risk of getting an STD for several reasons. Young women's bodies are biologically more prone to STDs. The next one, what are the top 3 STDs in the United States? The most common sexually transmitted infections in the United States are HPV, or the human papillomavirus, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. Number 3, who are STDs more common in? STDs are increasing across many groups, but some racial and ethnic minority groups, gay and bisexual men, and adolescents, and adults under 25 years of age continue to experience higher rates of STDs, illustrating a failure to provide access to quality sexual health care to everyone who needs it. Next one. What race gets chlamydia the most? Chlamydia rates in the United States, 2022. By race/ethnicity and gender. In 2022, the highest rates of chlamydia in the United States were reported for the Black population, with men having a rate of 922 per 100,000 population, and women at a rate of 1,288 per 100,000 population. Next, African American women at highest risk for genital herpes. Overall, 40.8%, or 1,684 of the study participants were infected with HSV2. Infection rates were higher among women, 52%, visiting the clinics than men, 32%, and higher among African Americans, 48%, than whites, 30%. Next one to the side, I have to kind of tilt your head. 1 out of every 3 women have STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. According to the Centers for Disease Control in the United States, 1 out of 4 women between the ages of 14 and 19 is infected with at least one STD. Sexually transmitted diseases, or STDs, pose a serious risk to the future reproductive and overall health, especially if left untreated. So hopefully, I guess this video might have been helpful or insightful or something. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just trying to ask a very genuine question. Who is realistically at fault when it deals with the image of a Black woman and what it is that a Black woman decides to tell and place and put directly in front of the world to see? It doesn't matter if it's by magazine, movie story, social media, music, what medium it is. Who is realistically to blame, and when will those who are at fault take up an initiative or a point to correct a situation that is going to get out of control? But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that's stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.